Green flag's out and we're racing, and off they go into turns 1 and 2. Jeff Stith on the outside of Tim Crawford, battling for the lead, moving out of turn number 3 and into the 4-turn area. Onto the front straightaway. It's Tim Crawford out front, followed by John Collins. Nick Reed Jr. now moves into the number 3 spot. Scott Toohey up to 4th. Jeff Stith back to 5th. Out front, it's Tim Crawford out of Floyd Knobs, Indiana. You're the race leader. Out of the second turn and onto the backstretch area, Nick Reed Jr. takes a look to the inside of John Collins. The battle for second. He drops back a bit now as they move over to turn 3. Into the 4th turn area and onto the front straightaway. They move across in single file formation. Scott Toohey in car number 38 now at 4th place. Keeps the pressure on Nick Reed Jr. for 3rd. Chuck Winders now inside the top 5. Very close, competitive second 10-lap heat race event. Now a switch up for 4th as the number 8 of Chuck Winders pulls along the inside of Scott Toohey, and they're side by side for the number 4 spot. Out of turn number 2 and onto the backstretch. Now here comes John Collins to the inside of Tim Crawford momentarily. Out of turn number 3 and over to turn 4. The battle at 4th place continues with Scott Toohey on the outside of Chuck Winders. Toohey now moves into the number 4 spot and now draws up along the outside of Nick Reed Jr. for 3rd. It's still Tim Crawford with the lead. Jeffersonville, Indiana's John Collins now hops to the outside as they move on to the backstretch. Nick Reed Jr. side by side with Scott Toohey. Two laps to go this time around. And it's getting crowded near the front of the field. Chuck Winders nearly makes it 3 abreast. With Tim Crawford, the race leader, Nick Reed Jr. side by side with John Collins for 2nd. They move on to the front straightaway to take the white flag. Side by side for the top 6 spots as they move on to the backstretch. It's Tim Crawford on the inside, John Collins on the outside. Out of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. And a very close finish there, a very close finish.